Hello, you beautiful human beings. So, yesterday, I didn't upload yesterday because I was really busy. I don't even think I have makeup on. Am I wearing my makeup? I can't really tell. Okay, so today, or yesterday, anyway, is storytime video. Instead of telling my own stories, I figured since my life is so boring, I might as well tell stories of someone's life who isn't boring, who made a book which is literally my favourite book of all time. Also my favourite author, but you know. It is called I Hate Myselfie, written by Shane Dawson. Mwah. Couldn't see that, but I guess my book. Mwah. I love you, Shane. It's okay, Carson, you're not being replaced. Although, never mind. Okay, so I'm going to be reading the first chapter of I Hate Myselfie, My Destiny. Okay. This probably isn't going to be interesting, but bear with me. Okay. Nothing gives me more anxiety than getting a haircut. Just the thought of going to a salon, barber, and having a stranger touch my head while asking me personal questions about my life makes my nerves shoot through the roof. It's the same feeling a wicker chair gets when a circa 2006 Kelly Clarkson takes a seat. Tense. But sometimes you have to bite the bullet and make Kelly Clarkson sit on your face. The day after my high school graduation was one of those times. I had rocked the same shoulder-length frizzy do since I was 12 years old, and the style had run its course. There was only so much I could do with it. Actually, there were only three things I could do with it. Wash it, let it air dry, and pray to God I didn't get lice. My hair was lice's dream habitat. The amount of perfume wipes made it practically a tropical getaway for those little guys. I'm sure every time I walked by a homeless dude, his lice could only wish that they were having an adventure inside my twisted, knotted labyrinth of a hairdo. I might not have the girls double taking when I walk by, but damn it, I have the lice wanting a piece of this. So one hot Monday afternoon in June 2006, I pulled into a shopping centre parking lot and stared at the Supercuts sign that was casting a shadow on my car. This was the day. I had prepared myself for this moment for weeks. And I was ready. I took a deep breath, took a bite of my protein cookie, which, let's face it, was just a cookie, and stumbled through the door with fear in my eyes. The woman at the register looked me up and down with a welcoming smile and asked what she could do for me. I asked for a haircut. She paused. Awkward silence. Then she said, "Woman or men's?" Yep, it was definitely time for a haircut. She walked me over to a station and I looked around, scoping out what the situation was. The situation was pretty clear. These people had no idea what they were doing, and it smelled like someone had farted and locked the doors for 2 weeks. I was too lazy to find another salon, barber, so I just sat in a stained purple swivel chair and awaited my fate. "Destiny will be with you soon," the receptionist says. She's in the back talking to her ex-husband on the phone. Definitely didn't need to know all that information, I say, but thank you. So I sat and flipped through a Spanish version of People magazine from 15 years ago, thinking, wow, I don't know who this Selena chick is, but she is definitely going places. As I skimmed through the magazine, my Razor phone started vibrating and playing Ashley Simpson's Pieces of Me. It was my mum calling. "Hey, Mom. Did you do it yet?" "No, I'm still waiting. I think my stylist is in the middle of a custody battle right now." "Oh, fun. Are you excited?" "Not really. I'm scared she's going to make me look like a troll doll." "Aw, but you're my little troll doll." Not really the response I was looking for, but thanks, Mum. Well, call me when you're done and email me a picture on your pager." That makes no sense. Bye. Love you. As I reached for another decade-old magazine, my stylist, walked in to greet me. I put stylist in quotes because her cosmetology certificate looked like it was printed on the back of a dentist placement. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, I know what that looks like. My expectations for this haircut were about the same as when I walked into an Eddie Murphy movie. I know it's going to be bad, but maybe it'll give people a few laughs. I like to spread joy, even if it's at my own expense. I looked her up and down, and my expectations went from an Eddie Murphy movie to an Adam Sandler film made after 2008. The situation was growing up bad. That's a good movie, though. It looked like she had cut her hair without scissors, and had instead chosen to cover her head in peanut butter and raw meat and hang upside down in a branch in a from a branch in a dog park. Sorry. She was wearing one of those stupid Halloween shirts that said, "This is my costume." Did I mention it was June? She had hooped earrings so big I could have hanged myself with them, which I thought would come in handy if the haircut went as horribly as I suspected it would. She took a sip of the world's biggest Starbucks Frappuccino and let out a small, uncontainable burp. This was going great. "So what do you want?" "For you to tell me that you're just another sassy front person and Destiny is still in the back screaming to her baby daddy." "Nope, I'm your Destiny." That pun is particularly terrifying. I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back. At the moment, I wished I was in a horror film, because "I'll be right back" usually means you aren't going to be back. You're going to die. I wished I was dead. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why didn't he just leave? Because I have a syndrome called no balls disorder. That's why. Basically, I have no balls and I say yes to everything to avoid conflict. I've gotten better at it with age, but at this time I was 18 and terrified of everything and everyone around me, including wicker furniture. I went into the bathroom and locked the door. I stood in front of the mirror and looked at myself. I tried to make myself see something that wasn't there, a great hairstyle. Maybe if I could convince myself that my hair looked okay the way it was, I could just get out of there and never get a haircut ever again. Yeah, that seemed doable. I took out my phone and started taking hundreds of selfies. Different angles, different faces, lots of filters. I was trying my hardest to find at least one picture that I felt like I didn't look completely unattractive. It didn't happen. It made it worse. After the bathroom photo shoot, I decided it was time to go back out there and face my destiny. Bad pun. "I need help. I'm scared. Can you please make me look less like a lesbian?" "Oh, don't be so down on yourself, and people shouldn't judge you by your hair or by your lifestyle." She thought I was a woman. Perfect. At this point, I just wanted her to shave my head. "Can you make me look like a guy?" "Any specific guy? Did you look through my magazines?" "I don't really think I can pull off Enrique Iglesias." What was that? From 10 years ago. "So maybe just make me look like Brad Pitt?" Silence. Challenge not accepted. Out of the realm of possibility. "Okay, how about Jay Leno?" "Jay Leno? Nobody wants to mess around with Jay Leno." My grandmother strongly disagrees, but okay, noted. Just trust me. I'm gonna just do my thing. Judging from her personal style and 0 customers in line for her, I couldn't imagine her thing being revolutionary, but she was my only hope. She grabbed the scissors, then looked at my head for a moment, put the scissors back down, and replaced them with the biggest set of electric clippers I've ever seen. This wasn't a job for flimsy pieces of metal. This was a job for something that could mow a lawn. Well, I avoided looking at the mirror because I didn't want to see the damage being done. Similar to how when I eat at a restaurant, I keep my eyes clear of any reflective surfaces. I looked down at my lap and saw chunks of hair gathering near my crotch. The amount of nappy, dandruff sprinkled hair that was falling from my head made it look like God was shaving his ancient thingamabob. It was of biblical proportions. Gosh, big words. I then heard something that you never want to hear a hairstylist mutter. Oops, you better have spilled your Starbucks fettuccine, that's not what it was, on my smock, because if that oops is in any way related to my haircut, I will one-star Yelp you so hard you'll have to change your name and move to Canada. Yelp wasn't really a thing back then, but hey, you get the point. I think I took a little too much off the back. I might have to even it out. Are you okay with that? Am I okay with that? Are you kidding me? You barely achieving tacky-dressed, snaggle-toothed girl language. No, that is not okay. Sure. Once again, no balls disorder. Like any girl messing around with Hugh Hefner, I just closed my eyes and waited for it to be over. I heard the sound of the clippers turning off and a loud sigh coming from the disaster behind me. It was time to see what my head looked like. Sorry. I opened my eyes, and what I saw wasn't a haircut. It was a hair massacre. It was bed head if I slept on a bed of starving rats. It was so short I could see my eyebrows. Nobody wants to see that. It's short. Yeah, it looks super, sexy. I still can't believe she said that without burping. Now she saw him now. Okay. You know, there is a way to make it look longer. Nah, I got that email before. Trust me, it's a scam. We could always straighten it. Straighten it? What does that mean? How does one straighten? Like one of those creepy Christian camps that weirdo parents send their gay kids to? What do you mean? She whipped out a large phallic object and turned it on extra high. I'll show you. I wished books could have movie montages, because the next 20 minutes was straight out of a 90s Freddie Prinze Jr. movie. I was the ugly girl in Disney, and Destiny was my slutty sister giving me a makeover. I was going from ugly to not as ugly if you squint your eyes a little. It was a dream come true. After lots of clamping, straightening, and the scent of burnt hair, she was done. I looked in the mirror, and I actually didn't look that terrible. It was a miracle. Little did she know that she had created a monster. From that day forward, I'd never met a straightener that I didn't destroy with my nappy ass hair. If it was possible to marry a straightener, I would do it. I would figure out a way to consummate that marriage. It would be super gross and slightly dangerous, but I would do it. I went to my car and breathed a huge sigh of relief. I looked at myself in the rearview mirror and stared at the new me. I wasn't the prettiest girl at the prom, but I was definitely good enough to get date raped. Bing! My mum texted me asking for a picture of my new look. I opened up my camera and took a picture. I looked at it, and shockingly, I was happy with it. I didn't have to take 1,000. It didn't have to get 50 different angles. I didn't even need a filter. I was happy with it the way it was, for the first time in a long time. Click send. So that's the first chapter. So my time is almost up. So boom, boom, boom. I hope you have a fabulous day. And here's a challenge. Jump scare as many people as you possibly can. Hide behind corners. Scare them all. Okay, I hope you have a fabulous day, and I want to go almost. Okay. So, be happy. See ya, and